Lamar County, we have about 40,000 people here. I want everybody in Lamar County to know who Tim Robinson is. Not in an arrogant way.
No.
Not in an arrogant way. It's because if those people, 40,000 people in Lamar County don't know me and don't know what I do, then I can't help them.
I'm hanging out with Tim Robinson today. Tim's a new agent, and man, you just started what, three months ago?
Yes, first day was February 2nd, and then about a little month later, we started the whole COVID-19 business, and it was just absolutely lovely.
Yeah, I mean, so you came in at the perfect time.
Perfect time. It was, it's fantastic, but it's going to make me stronger as an agent. I firmly believe that. Yeah, I can only imagine what the agents were thinking when they started during the real estate crash back in the day, like a little over 10 years ago, and I imagine they're stronger for it too.
They've already been through it once. They've been through as far as the market itself, not actually what's going on, but the market itself, they've been through this before, so they're used to it. So you and I met, was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
It was about 2 years ago. I met you at the hospital here in Paris.
Yeah, my mom was there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was working security, still working security out there. I've been out there 12 years now, and I love it. I love the people. I love my coworkers. It's a great place to be.
Yeah, and I talk to people all the time. They ask me about quitting their day job to become a real estate agent. And I always say, don't do it. I did the same thing. I had a full-time job. I did real estate. Maybe it was 4 or 5 months, maybe, or something like that I had the 2 jobs. But yeah, man, if I don't suggest you quit it until you're just overwhelmed with real estate, and then that's all you can concentrate on. So, but yeah, keep building that business, obviously. But
that's what I'm trying to do. Thankfully I was able to change my schedule at work, and that's working out great for me to be able to do this and be able to do that, and not just that, it's better for me to be able to actually get some rest at night. And it's really beneficial since I changed that schedule. That's a big part of like my first month and a half was I was working nights, and that was hard to do. But I believe I already got one property under contract. We're going to be closing soon, and I got some other things lined up. But the main thing is I'm during this whole COVID thing. I'm like, okay, what can I do? I can make sure that I'm not a secret agent. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm still working at the hospital, so thankfully I still have that income, and I'm trying to find more income by selling more properties. Just because I'm trying not to be a secret agent and I'm marketing doesn't mean I'm not trying to find buyers or sellers. If this opportunity presents, I'm still trying my best to get things going on that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. I know we talked before, and I'm watching you now, and I follow you on Facebook, and I'll put some links down below to you. But man, I'm watching you kill it on video. You really are. I mean, I'm watching it. I mean, your videos that I'm seeing right now are getting more views, and your page is growing so fast. It's pretty cool to watch. So I like I said, I've been watching you since the get-go, and I'm watching you as you grow, and each month you keep going, getting better at the videos, being more creative with those videos, and I like that. So what got you into that? The reason why I ask this is because a lot of new agents have a problem with doing video, and I don't see them actually. I talk to them about it, but they don't actually do it all the time. But I see you killing it, man. So how'd you go about doing that?
Honestly, you recommended it to me. You're like, you guys start doing video, and I was like, maybe, all right. Me personally, yes, I'm overweight, and to me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to do these videos, and people are going to make fun of me. I can't handle that. But I was like, you know what? It's time to man up. Do it. If they make fun of you, I don't care.
Nope.
keep pushing forwards, keep going up that hill, because I'm not going to get anywhere in life if I'm afraid.
No.
It was like when I was trying to find a brokerage, they were afraid that I wouldn't be able to do it because I'm essentially part-time. And I was thinking, she was a wonderful lady. I'm not going to mention her name. She gave me a wonderful opportunity to be a referral agent. But I told her, I was like, look, I appreciate you. I love you as a person. You're great. But I was like, I gotta bet on me. One of the things I do is I watch YouTube videos, whether it's yours, Tom Ferry's, Mike Ferry's, whoever. Was that Brian Casella? I watched some of his stuff too. And was it Tom Ferry had this one lady on named Tammy Pack. I don't know if you watched the video yet. And she was talking about how she was on Facebook and she would take 15 minutes out of her day and she'd click add anybody in her surrounding area. And that's what I started doing. I was like, you know what? They might not accept me. They might be like, who is this guy?
Yeah, who's this guy stalking me?
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to click that ad because I know that they might be a potential customer and they might not know me now, but I'm a friendly enough guy. They can get to know me. But the main thing is
no like and trust, man. No like and trust.
Yeah, they can get to know me and hopefully we can do business one day. Because my main thing is if they have something, a goal that they want to achieve in real estate, whether it's to buy land for a farm, a ranch, because that's what we specialize here in United Countries. We specialize in farms and ranches. We do residential and commercial things too. But whatever their goal is, I want to help because I had when my parents, they were getting ready to move. They were lived out there in Roxton for a while. They lived on 13.9 acres. My mom, she had cancer. My dad, he had bad health problems too, and my mom wasn't doing too well, and so they had to sell their property, and I saw all that process, and I tell you what, I fell in love. Real estate was not my first goal in life to be a realtor.
Yeah, same here.
but I fell in love with the process. I was like, man, this is something I could do. So I got a little interested in it. And I fell in love with it, and my main thing is I've always wanted to do something with business. My family has always been in business with my grandfather and my uncle. They started a pawn shop in Balch Springs. They have one of the longest running pawn shops in Texas. And so business has been in my life. And I was thinking real estate's not a quick and easy way to get into it. There's a lot of ups and downs. It's high risk, high reward. The only thing I've spent so far is my gas money. I've built my my followers on Facebook and stuff like that, all organic so far. I haven't and that's what I'm trying to do. But I didn't mean to ramble.
No, that's good. That's good because I want some insight of a new agent. What goes on, what's the process. So when for the new agent out there trying to build their space on social media organically, are you talking about Facebook, YouTube, all of it, or Instagram?
So far, Gary Keller, he has that book, The One Thing, right? He talks about focusing on that one thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, one thing. What can I do right now that is free? And it's building up a social media presence. So I was like, okay, if I focus on building up my Facebook page and my YouTube page and my Instagram page and my Snapchat and all these different social media outlets, which is great, I would be neglecting. I wouldn't be spending as much time on one. You know what I mean? Like my attention would be divided, and I was like, okay, let's focus on one, and then let's move on to the next. And that's my thought process. Lamar County, we have about 40,000 people here. I want everybody in Lamar County to know who Tim Robinson is,
Mm-hmm.
not in an arrogant way,
No.
not in an arrogant way. It's because if those people, 40,000 people in Lamar County don't know me and don't know what I do, then I can't help them.
Yeah.
And it's great to get to that point where I'm known, but at the same time, I also need to be sharpening my sword. You know, it's good to be well known, but if you're not a smart agent and you can't provide a great service to your client, then you're nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah. What's the point, right?
You got to bring something to the table other than you're well known. You got to be able to make deals happen. That's what we are. We're deal makers. We got to be able
to walk
to
the walk, man.
Yeah. We got to be able to make those deals. We got to be able to push forwards and try to come up with ways to make deals happen for people, because they're making the biggest financial decision in their life, and you got to be able to help them navigate it through it and navigate their way through it. And that's what we are. We're deal makers, and we got them through that process.
Yeah. So you know, like I always talk about in real estate, you know, we're also firemen. You know, we're always putting out fires.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something popping up.
Thankfully, I haven't had too big of fires yet, but I imagine my fires are coming.
Oh, as you grow, you'll have little ones all over the place. But the cool thing is you'll know how to handle each one and contain them and deal with each one. So you'll get used to that as well. I know you've got a busy day ahead of you, but I just wanted to jump on and talk to you because I know how you're growing. I know it's going to be there. I know you're going to be great. I know it's going to be a long haul for you, so I'm not worried about that. But I just wanted to get your message out there to some of these other young agents.
One of the things I need to focus on, I'm afraid of cold calling right now. And that's one of the things my broker was saying. You got to start cold calling.
Listen, cold calling, I don't like cold calling. I will never cold call. Okay? Mm-hmm. I say never. I have, and I do every now and again. But I don't believe in cold calling. I believe in warm calls. So what you need to do is figure out whether it's go online, expired listings,
yes, sir.
Zillow for sell by owners, things like that. Call those people. That's not a cold call. That's somebody that's already in the market, right?
Well, I use the word cold calling. But that's essentially what he's talking about.
Yeah,
he's talking about focusing on the for sell by owners.
Yeah, and the reason why I say I don't like the cold calling is I don't like the word, because the word is negative. And so mentally, remember we were talking mentally, when you think about cold calling, man, you think, oh my God, cold calling is the worst thing ever. But I look at it differently mentally. So I don't consider it a cold call. I figure, I look at it as a warm call, like, hey, they're already in the business. What's the fear? Yes. And then once you start doing it, you'll get used to it. Once you get comfortable on what to say, that's the biggest thing. Most of us that do cold calling, most new agents, they don't have anything to say to these people except for, hey, I'm a new agent. You know what I mean?
Well,
so figure out a reason to call them.
Yeah, I didn't figure out. I made one today, but I got busier throughout the day. I was like, okay, if I'm not going to be busy today, I'm going to make cold calls. Quote, warm calls is what I should start saying.
Bam, there you go.
Start calling them warm calls. Anyways, so I was like, okay, if I'm not going to do anything today, I want to make those warm calls, and I'm going to try to get some clients. But some things came up. I had a showing. I got another showing here soon, and but tomorrow's another day. But the one call I didn't make was probably the most pleasant call I could have made. It still was a no, but when that fear was there, like, oh God, they're gonna curse me out. They're gonna tell me to go, where, or they're gonna tell me to shove it wherever. They didn't do that, and imagine that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
But that anxiety that was first there during that first warm call, it kind of went away. I was like, okay, all right. They're not all going to be like, they're not all going to be unpleasant. There's going to be some pleasant ones out there. ones out there, and I just gotta look at it that way. You know?
Yeah, you do. You really do. I mean, I posted a video or not a video, but a shot of or a graphic of a deal I did. It was what I call warm calls, a for sale by owner on like end of March is when I called them. April 2nd, we listed their house, had multiple showings, had us offers the same day, and I just closed on it yesterday. And that was from a. Hold on.
Sorry, it went. I lost your video.
It was me. It was on my side. My
okay.
battery's gone dead. But anyway, so that was a warm call that turned in. I mean, it within 20 something days. We're done and closed and down the road. So keep those up. So look at them as warm calls, and they can be a positive outcome. Yeah, you're gonna get somebody that doesn't want to talk to you every now and again, but just move on to the next one.
No, absolutely.
Have a reason to call. Have a reason to call them, and then that way it's not so uncomfortable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, hey, Bubba, I've enjoyed it. So if anytime you ever want to do this, just hit me up, and I'm happy to help you and jump on here, because I think if it benefits you and it benefits me, I mean, it's benefit me tremendously just sitting here talking with you, even though I was rambling.
That's all right.
It's very beneficial. So I think if you ever want to do that, just hit me up.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it. I'll keep watching you grow, man. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, sir. You have a great day.
Hey, you too. Thank you.